We're going to, I think this class we're actually going to start standing because I'd like it to be a little more of a focus of um, sort of wake up and get the blood flowing, but also feel good at the end. So I think we'll do some standing um, start. The cats are arguing through the space in the door. Okay. All right. So I'm sorry. Where's my phone? Okay. Well, I don't have a clock. We'll just wing it. So I invite you to stand. So we do a standing Shavasana, standing rest pose. It's Tadasana, which we stand in all the time, mountain pose. But for the start of your practice, just ease in the shoulders. You can close your eyes if you'd like, fingertips on a chair if that feels better for balance and presence. Just drawing ourselves into our yoga space. Breathing in and out through the nose. Slowing the breath. Noticing. Just noticing how your breath feels in and out through the nose, if that's accessible for you today, or through a gentle open lip. Releasing the jaw. Notice the shoulders, ease in the arms and hands. Just feeling yourself and the space you're taking up here this morning to kind of claim this room as your yoga space. Notice your knees, your feet. Notice your toes and maybe gently lifting them. So your presence is in the balls of your feet, your heels, your foundation as you move and stand, breathe. And as you breathe, turning your focus to your palms and your chest. Nice tall spine, your face, and your inhale and exhale. Imagine sort of an energizing breath coming into your palms, heart, face. Strengthen your standing. Nice. Now we'll roll the wrists one way and the other. Piano the fingers. You can step sort of lightly one foot to the other, just sort of waking things up, feeling the bottoms of your feet, fingers. Very nice. Gently shoulders up and down. Just kind of finding that motion up and down. Once more, up. Feel your ribs and down. A little more actively up and then back, maybe even reaching with your elbows back, shoulder blades toward one another. Presence and movement down, shoulders, ribs, noticing everything. And then forward, bringing the front of the shoulders toward one another. Feel that back space. Up, just kind of actively feeling everything that's moving. Back, heart reaching forward, down, shoulders forward, up. Pause here at the top, kind of reaching, finding space there underneath the ribs. Breathe. Kind of a strange maybe feel there in the belly as you breathe. Good. Big inhale and exhale. Lower the shoulders. Actively reach for the ground. Notice your neck. Good. And then let's go the other way. So shoulders forward, up, back, reach, really reaching the chest forward, sort of finding your range nice and slow, shoulders down, forward, up, back, down. Once more, forward, up, back, and down. And on the down, reaching down. Notice your neck, might be waking up the sides of your neck, always at ease, but breathe, reaching actively down. Good, and relax. Nice. Clasping the hands together, so fingertips kind of cupped into one another. Elbows up if that feels good for you. If it doesn't, find your place, but sort of pulling against the fingers, pulling the fingers against one another, so activating the shoulders. Breathe. Breathe. Good. Inhale. Exhale, release. Cup the opposite way, opposite hand in front. Again, activate the shoulders. Breathe. Pull gently. Good. Inhale. Exhale, release. Feet nice and open, a little wider than the hips if that feels okay with your balance. You can stand against the wall if you prefer that for this. We're going to inhale, open up. Breathe here. Imagine you're pushing your heels out diagonally through the floor, through the mat, reaching the fingers actively out and up. Big full body activation. Breathe. Big breaths. Feel that space under the lungs, under the ribs. Getting into the belly. Good. Bring it ease, relax, turn the toes out a tiny bit, and we're going to inhale and come down, keeping the shoulders and elbows back, spine straight, and exhale, feeling that pelvic floor, core body reaching up. Exhale, reach for the sky, everything in and up. Inhale down, lower, keeping the knees out. Exhale. Inhale, goddess, so strong. Exhale. Coming down, really waking up the legs. So we're going to pause here to your comfort. And if you can, alternate lifting a heel, one then the other. Breathe, not holding the breath. Doesn't matter how high it comes up, just a tiny bit. Good. Pause. Then if you'd like, try lifting both. Doesn't matter how high. Breathe, so strong. Remember your hands. Breathe. Lower down, inhale. And exhale, push, reach, and down. Tadasana, nice and awake. Happy yoga face. Just taking a moment. Feel the energy in your hands, arms, legs, face, and breathe. Very nice. We're going to do a little chair work. So have the back of your chair near you or something, a counter, just for balance, or actually on the side works too. Just something if you feel tippy to reach out and touch. Stay to the side. Very nice. Arms up. You can also bring them to your heart space, waist, chair. Whatever works for you. Just a little more active, is a little pushing the energy a little bit. Good. Inhale down. Exhale, sweep the arms down, lift the head up. Inhale. Exhale. Pivoting at the ankles, knees, hips, keeping the back straight. Inhale. Exhale. If that's too much for the shoulders or you're straining your neck, keep your hands at your heart. Inhale. Exhale. Again. Exhale. Good. Sweeping the arms up. Inhale. And as we exhale, we're going to come down into chair with a slight twist to the left. Inhale here. Exhale, push, lift back to center. Inhale, lower, little twist to the right, straight spine. Exhale, push and reach. Inhale, lower, little twist to the left. Exhale. Inhale, little twist to the right. Exhale. And Tadasana. Nice. And breathe. Changing up our center point for balance, bringing the toes and ankles nice and close, whatever's comfortable. Elbows kind of tucked in by the side, palms together, thumbs to the heart. Instantly, the mind sort of plays and shifts. You might feel your weight shifting one foot to the other. Balance challenge to close your eyes. You can always reach a fingertip out to your chair or do this against the wall. If you're too tippy, adjust that so you can still do your balance, just noticing in the stillness how your body shifts, but breathe. Pressing the hands together now, squeezing, kind of bringing the elbows really in toward the center, bringing the knees together, calves together, squeezing the thighs, squeezing everything in toward your center line. Breathe. You might feel your balance shifting. That's good. Nice. Ease to the hold, to the squeeze in the legs. Inhale, fingertips to sky. Big inhale. Open mouth, exhale. Beautiful. I'm going to face the seat of my chair. And you don't have to put your foot in your chair if that's not good for you. You can take a step forward and do this as a lunge, or you can put a foot on a little kitchen step stool if you're not comfortable having your foot in your chair. You can also, if the front of the chair is too much of a reach, you can turn it sideways, which maybe that's what I'll do. So your chair is right there. So I have my left foot in my chair. And if the back of your chair is here, that's fine. You are the boss of your balance. Sometimes the balance is the boss of you. Anyway, you work together. So pausing for a moment here, noticing that right foot on the earth, left foot in the chair. Just presence for our balance here. And then very similar to our standing chair. Raising the arms up. Good. Inhale here. Exhale, turn to the left. And again, one hand can be on the chair. Inhale. Exhale, belly to spine, turn back to center, arms up. Inhale, open to the left. Exhale, bring it back to center. Inhale. We're going to pause here. And a little balance challenge if you'd like. Lower the left hand and then raise the right arm. Totally you. Breathe. Big balance challenge here. Breathe. Good. Inhale and exhale. Back to center. Arms down. Nice. Step. And pause. Just notice one foot to the other. Ease in the jaw, not holding there. And then right foot in the chair or a right lunge forward totally works. We're on a lower kitchen stool, something very sturdy. And raise our arms up. Your left hip, left foot just might be different here. So we want to honor that for balance. Inhale, open to the right. Again, you can do it with one arm, hold the back of the chair. Exhale, belly to spine to turn the torso back. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Nice. Inhale, open and hold. You can look back toward your right thumb. That's a balance challenge. You just sort of Find your way, breathe. Good, then turning the head back toward the left thumb, we're gonna lower that right arm just a little, left palm up, kind of follow the hand up if you'd like. Breathe. Balance challenges, we really want to breathe. You hold the breath, it tightens the body too much. Good, nice inhale. Exhale, belly to spine. Up and down, step back. And Tadasana. Breathing in, feeling the feet, toes. Yes. Do a little standing inversion. So probably, the chair in front of you or to the side someplace. I'm going to step off my mat so that you can, oh, no, I'm not. That is slippery. Turn this way. I don't have my grip shoes on today, and that floor, the air is really dry, so I want to do that. So we're going to open our feet wide. Kind of get into these hip flexors that are so important for the mobility of our pelvis, strength of our legs. So inhaling, gently look up, kind of reaching forward with the hip points, reaching forward with that crease of the legs where our hip flexors live. Breathe here. If looking up is too much, you're still getting the same benefit. Just put your head in neutral and reach forward with those hips. Breathe, not pushing back through the back of your knees. Just keeping a knee in kind of its neutral position, not pressing back. Breathe. Good. Inhale, nice big inhale. Exhale, belly to spine. Reaching the tailbone, the hip, sit bones back past your heels. So you can put your fingertips on the chair here if you'd like, keeping the spine straight, not bending over too much, but a straight back. It's more about the reach of the seat back behind your heels. Just feeling your balance in your feet. Breathe. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Belly in. Core comes to neutral. Let's reach the hip points forward again. Again, you can look up or look neutral. It's more about the hips. Notice your feet. Can you lift your toes? Can you stay in the balls of your feet and your heels? Good. Inhale and exhale. Belly to spine. Come through neutral and reach that seat out behind you. So you feel your sit bones behind your heels maybe. Breathe. Good. Inhale and exhale. Draw the belly in and up. Come to neutral and Tadasana. Nice. And breathe. Be a little more motion in the shoulders before we sit down. So we're going to step a pace forward. My left foot is forward, little bend in the knee, and whatever's comfortable for you with your right foot. Doesn't really matter. We can maybe do more of a hurdle step, a runner's stretch rather, or if it's more comfortable for you to have your foot flat, and just like your hips kind of facing forward. Let's activate the arms a little bit. Elbows out. Horizontal if that works for you, or lower them down. Just trying to keep the shoulders down away from the ears. We're going to inhale here. Exhale, belly to spine, straighten the front leg, palms and elbows together. Inhale, open, bend. Exhale. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Our legs are doing a lot of the work. We're going to put a lot of presence in our hands. So if you're pushing something back with the back of your hands that was heavy, and then exhale, a sort of isometric, pushing, squeezing something heavy together in between. Again, inhale, exhale, inhale. Good. Exhale. Pause here at the exhale. Palms together. Breathe. Breathe. Good. Inhale, come forward, bend the knee, open the arms, breathe, reaching that heart forward. Deep breaths here, notice. Big inhale and exhale, step forward, shake out those shoulders. I'm gonna do something different with the hands this next time. We need to put our right foot forward. Again, comfortable left step. Come up on the back of the toes a little bit, foot flat. Let's do eagle arms. So right hand to left shoulder, left arm underneath. So you're holding your opposite shoulders. You can stay right there because this is a lot of balance. We're going to be moving. Or you can lift your hands off of your shoulders. Back of the hands can come together. If you're feeling really crazy, that left hand, which is now on your right side, can come toward your face. And you can put your fingers in your palms. That's tough. It's tough. So anything holding onto the shoulders also works. We've already been standing here for a bit with our legs. So with your eagle arms, we're going to inhale, exhale, straighten the front leg, nice tall spine. Inhale, exhale, straighten. Good. Inhale, lower here, pause. Let's switch our arms. So left arm, right shoulder, right arm sweeps under. This side could be completely different. That's okay. Hold your arms just like this or release. Back of the hands or fingers in a wrap. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, bend and lower, reaching that left hip, front of the hip. Exhale, straighten the leg. Good. Once more. Exhale, nice. Release the arms. Step forward or back, doesn't matter. And Tadasana. Ease in the face, noticing the energy, maybe piano the fingers. Very nice. We're going to come to our chair. Never missing an opportunity to lower down in chair pose. Back of the calves on the chair, hands however you'd like them, but presence in a nice tall spine, keeping the shoulders back, hinging at those ankles, knees, and hip. So we're going to lower down slowly, breathing. The back stays straight, but the heart can come forward over the toes. You can lift the toes so you feel your weight evenly in your feet, slowly lowering down. Pause right there above the chair. Happy yoga face, breathe, so strong. And lower. Nice. Roll that ankle, right ankle. And roll the left, one way, then the other. A little bicycle up to the back of the toes. And then coming forward on our chair, feet nice and open, toes, knees pointing in the same direction, nice tall spine. Reaching the outside of the knees, reaching the knees out. Tall spine, good. Right wrist, right knee. Inhale, reaching over with the left hand. Exhale, drawing the belly in, bringing the core body up and drawing the elbow down. Inhale, nice reach. Exhale. Inhale. If your back is tender, you can use that right hand to help lift you back to center. We're here to find space, but not to strain. Let's pause here. Breathe. Finding that space from left hip to left shoulder. Good. And on your next inhale, just kind of turning your shoulders open, like your heart a little toward the sky, face and shoulder a little toward the sky. Breathe. Good. Back to center. Inhale. Real presence in the core body. Bring it in and up. Draw the elbow down. Very nice. Other side, inhale, purposeful, exhale, body, elbow. Good. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. We're going to inhale and pause. Nice side reach, sort of feeling that space, hip up through the arm. If your arm is down, that's okay. You can even drop it and cross and just think about the shoulder coming away from the hip. Totally fine. Breathe. And then very gently with your arm up, or you can do it on your chest, just turning your heart toward the sky. And breathe, ease in the jaw. Good, back to the neutral sort of reach, inhale. Exhale, belly, ribs, elbow. Very nice. Hands to the knees. Kind of reaching the heart forward. We're going to think about the inside of our right shoulder sort of coming over toward the left knee. So whatever works for you, put the palm of my hands, so the bottom of my palms here, and exhale, reaching down over to the left. Very nice. Inhale here, big inhale. Exhale, reaching back, coming to center. Inhale. Exhale, lower, reaching that inside of the left shoulder toward the right knee. Breathe here. Inhale. Exhale, back to center. Very good. Our fingers, so we're seated. Piano the fingers. And roll the wrists. Give a little sort of interlocking the fingers, supporting the fingers, but wide open. You can stretch the elbow out if you'd like and draw those fingers gently back, drawing the left fingers gently back. You can kind of hook them, whatever sort of works for you. Try to support all 5 fingers. Reaching out with that bottom of the left palm. Breathe. Really common, as we probably all feel, arthritis point in the base of the thumb. Very common, in women especially. Good. Release and gently guide the fingers down toward the ground, supporting with the back of the hand, and then kind of reaching gently with the top of the wrist. You can also do this with a bent elbow if anything's had enough. Mind your low back too. I tend to throw myself into an arch here. Get a little tuck to support the low back. Breathe. Very nice. Other side, right palm forward, support the fingers, reaching with the bottom of that right wrist. This side might be very different. Breathe into those fingers. Ease in the jaw. Very nice. Transition softly, fingers pointing towards floor and reaching that front of the wrist away. And release. Roll the shoulders, piano the fingers, kind of waking to those ligaments. Everything lights up all the way up the arm into the shoulder, just from the little spots in your thumb and fingers. Very nice. So allow your back to relax a bit. Sit comfortably. You can even move to a softer chair if you'd like. It doesn't have to be a dining room or yoga chair. You can move to something a little bit softer. Palms up. Just invites a little more energy. We're going to relax, but we just want to kind of stay awake. And then holding your left hand in your right. So thumb in the middle, right at the base of your left thumb, right thumb at the base of your left thumb, with some circles. Whatever feels nice here. You can close your eyes if you'd like. Just really using, and if your right thumb isn't great for this, you can use your whole hand. You can use your fingers, but concentrating on massaging the base of the left thumb, the meaty part, the part in between it and the first finger, and then right at the base where it meets the wrist. Just massage. And then the thumb itself, a nice little squeeze and rub. And then into the palm, under the base of the fingers, at the top of the palm. And then each of the fingers, just giving them a little attention. And back into the palm again. And then just the wrist, gently squeezing in, pressing into this soft spots of the wrist, sort of walking the fingers into the soft spots. Very nice. Give that little left finger some movement. And then over to the right. So we're going to start with the left thumb, sort of massaging the right, or your fingers, doesn't matter, but kind of concentrating on that right thumb. Breathe, enjoy. If it's tender for whatever reason, just nice and easy. Moving into the palm, underneath the fingers. And then a little time on each of the fingers. Breathing in, breathing out. Moving down into the wrist. Gentle pressure. Gentle pressing into the soft places. And clasping the hands together, kind of nice and snug. So clasping the hands, both hands together, have a gentle squeeze, and then a gentle pressing out, reaching the hands out. Come back in, gentle squeeze, sort of a moving squeeze, and reaching out. Then come back, switch your thumb in front, so alternate the fingers to kind of the odd feeling side. And again, movement of the fingers, gentle squeeze, and press out. Back in, little squeeze, and press. Very nice. Pianoing the fingers. Rubbing the hands together, create a little heat. Breathing in, breathing out. Again, you can close your eyes here if you're not already. The heat here. If you have glasses on, you actually might want to pause and put the glasses on your knee or something. Keep back. And then just a gentle cupping, not touching the top front of the eyelids, but just a gentle cupping over the eyelids. Hands very soft on the face, fingertips at mid-forehead, thumbs by the temples. Just listen to your breath for a moment, ease in the shoulders. And then fingers, tips moving into the eyebrows, little circles. Just a little free form here, whatever feels good for you on your forehead, your temples, right in front of the ears. Nice. Moving to the top of the head, the scalp, behind the ears, top of the scalp. Again, just sort of what feels good for you. Breathe. Back of the head, top of the neck. Down the neck. And then with your fingertips, just nice and gentle, pressing into the back of the neck and just dropping the elbows to bring the fingertips forward over that side of the neck muscles. Inhale, reaching the elbows up, fingertips just softly there, and then pressing. Exhale, gentle forward with the fingertips. One more time. And exhale down. And then hands gently across the face. And just gentle, such a light touch coming down the face, down the heart space, back of the hands on the legs. And resting here for a moment to breathe. Feet at ease. Releasing the knees, hips, and seat. The shoulders, elbows, hands. Noticing the energy of the breath in the palms. Noticing the chest rise and fall with breath. Soft jaw. Watching and listening to the breath in and out through the nose. Ease in the eyebrows, ears, and head. Then very softly, we're going to repeat ma, ta, na, sa. And you don't even have to make the sound. You can just whisper it or make the motions. It moves the lips in the point where the tongue hits the palate in 4 different places. Ma, ta, na, sa. You notice how your tongue and jaw move with those movements. If you'd like, you can add the finger motions. So thumb to index, ma, middle ta, ring na, pinky sa. We inhale, ma, ta, na, sa. Inhale, ma, ta, na, sa. So I offered that to you for just to do that for a couple of breaths here at your own pace. Twice more wherever you are, and then just breathe. When you're done, palms together, thumbs to the heart space. In gratitude for your yoga, your body, your breath. Fingertips to sky, inhale. And exhale, thumbs to the heart. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Namaste, everyone.